No, ini bara.
Welcome. Basically, lot of lala me along is cool, man. That I can really relax.
What the madam?
Yeah,
What the madam?
Yeah.
Let them do somebody.
That's fine. That's fine.
Slowly. Yes. No.
Yeah, actually, a lot of people are basically me alone because they relax. So basically, I can understand.
Nina from Nice, Nidia, Nena Grandville is the best guest house in the Gambia.
Beji andika Grand Villa Guest House. Na labungul bebe senyaring adum na bungul bebe nyarandiring coming ibela fila ila suwe taranyame. Until Grand Villa na kiliano la lafino wale mukangoti intel kang. Na ye sabati Grand Villa yela kodo na fa kalamuta.
Oh man, this is like a paradise.
I know.
I so much love this place.
Yes, thank you.
Trust me, I love this place.
You can move someone and you're watching one.
Yeah.
I know what Gambia. Grand Villa.
I tell you. I love this place. Okay.
Yes.
I love this place, man. Oh yeah.
Ni leftan na kuo keso sotola. Futama Oljuntum Paradise Estate. Mbaya kumandiroke 7527-218. Wale futana website auto www.grandvillaguesthouse.com. Grand Villa Guest House.
Dreaming of owning a property in a prime location with great proximity and fantastic neighborhood? EJ Investments Sanyang Seaview Estate is the best choice you have been waiting for. Our Sanyang Seaview Estate is approximately 15 minutes drive away from the busy hub of Brusubi roundabout and into the heart of nature, where you can have a peaceful and relaxed lifestyle with your family. You can buy a finished 4-bedroom story with 5-year flexible payment plan or a service plot with 2-year payment plan option. With over 300 homes, you will enjoy big tar roads with covered drainage, modern electrification with solar street lights, gated entrance with security post, and a breath-catching experience of our beautiful sea view and lake view. You can own a home today at our Sanyang Seaview Estate. Call us today on 446-4838 or 325-9220. Visit our website on ejinvestments.net. EJ Investments, first in property.
Yaran yilla domoro kadiyata
boy janno sikes restaurant
sa nakko be ninna dimbal nimba domoro kala janno
domoro seneyata adiyata topotoro fanan kendema bije luntan during tamala abeka domoro ki janni adi manda wala de teka we bijele anim fanan ka fadi jang ikono e fa e ka fa minne ko pastry anim bakery iko fanan be kalele badde lomba conference lomba workshop lomba ye fo fendin lon dunya kono domoro betama nyillom international o toda number 1
amanke ba domo la jang damman
esa domo jang is atariya
wo mu kubandi
sa na ko sa futandin
oto sa na ko be mu CK's restaurant
ndabana janna mu yat ni manje dorom bijam
aban
CK's Restaurant, known for best quality food and customer satisfaction.
All right.
Honey, did you remind him that the last time he sent the money, it was not enough to buy all the provisions?
Oh, sorry, I forgot to tell him. Are you guys talking about money transfer to buy provisions? Yes. But don't you know about Baluwo?
Baluwo?
What is Baluwo? Baluwo is a service that your son can use to send provisions directly to you guys from the shop. And you don't have to worry about the exchange rate. Tell me how Baluwo works. It's very simple.
Just log on to baluwo.com and shop, or download the app on your phone. You can shop on the website or using the app to buy online basic products for your family and friends. With Baluwo, you decide what your money is spent on. Your money, your choice. Buy online products for your family and friends in the Gambia, Senegal, Nigeria or Mali. Baluwo, better than sending money.
Hello and welcome to Gambia Technical Training Institute. I'm Mustafa Kedabo. Here I'm standing over some pieces of metal and to explain what it is. It's a leftover of some pieces of, bunch of metal. I have no idea what it is. That GTTI students bought from the market and used it to assemble a vehicle. I thought it fascinating, and here with me I will be joined by Mr. Biram Mbai. How are you doing? I'm fine. Thank you. Could you explain to us, what are these metals?
Okay. I am Biram Mbai, a lecturer from the Gambia Technical Training Institute. As you can see, pieces of metal here, and these are the remnants of the metals that we use to construct the vehicle that we produced here. As you've heard from the news a few days ago, the Gambia Technical Training Institute produced a vehicle. So these are the different pieces of metals. Like you have that rectangular tube is what we use for the chassis, construction of the chassis. And
basically the large metal that holds a vehicle.
Yes, this is what carries the whole vehicle. Yes. Yeah, this is what every other part of the vehicle is mounted on. So this is the part of the vehicle that shuffles the whole load. It is the one that carries the whole load, all right? And as you can see, it is a little thick and heavy. Yeah. So you have two lengths of this.
That looks more like a pipe.
Yes, this is a galvanized pipe. And the first one that we just talked about is a steel. This is a galvanized pipe. It is a pipe which is coated to resist corrosion for some time, and it is the pipe that we use as part of the cooling system because it comes in contact with water all the time the engine runs.
So the cooling system is where you put the water so that the vehicle doesn't overheat?
Yes, the cooling system is the system that monitors the temperature of the engine, making sure that the temperature of the engine does not go any lower than the recommended temperature and also not any higher than the recommended. So it has a range of temperature that it should operate under. So you have from 80 degrees, some vehicles up to 110. It depends on.
Okay. And this I suppose this is what makes up of the body of the vehicle.
Yes, and these are also steel plates, mild steel plates that we use to construct the panel of the vehicle. The panel, yes, that is the body, the plate part of the body, yeah, the light part of the body. All the materials, in short, consists of different parts which we form the whole body with, but this is the one that forms the panel, that is the plate, or when you view or look at the vehicle, this is the part that you see, like we have, that is a panel. So this is the panel that we use, and also in the interior of the vehicle, that is what we use for the base, all right? That is when you get into the vehicle, this is where you step on, and it is a mild steel plate.
Let's go see the vehicle.
Yes, we can go inside and
see the vehicle.
you can see the vehicle.
Let's
yes.
go this way and
yes.
go see the vehicle.
So, I mean, this was done as part of competition of students.
Yes, it was.
Within the institution.
Yes,
right?
it was a competition. It is called Skills Day, GTTI Skills Day. And it was a competition between several departments within the institution. And Automotive is one of those sections under the engineering department. So there are a series of projects. Yes, it is the automotive section that made the vehicle for the competition, and fortunately they came out first.
It may not be roadworthy because it has no number.
Yes, it has no registration. So
we are only this time.
Yes.
These are a couple of students who.
Yes, those are the students who we.
How are you? What's your name?
My name is Jame.
Okay.
Yes.
Well, I'm Dava, so I brought you some food.
Okay.
How are you doing?
I am doing very great.
So I actually come to see your vehicle. I think it's fascinating that someone told me GTTI students assemble some parts of some vehicle, assemble a vehicle, and I think it looks wonderful. So I've come to see you. Does it start and it moves, right?
Yes. So people run.
And we're going to ride in it, will we?
Of course, you're welcome.
Get us through you're part of the students who assembled it, right?
Yes. We are a team of 8 students.
Yes.
That worked on the project. And in the beginning, as you were told by our coordinator, we used metal parts.
The coordinator being Mr.
Mbai.
Okay.
So we used metal parts. So we started building it from the beginning. We used.
And the 8 students are who?
We.
This group
yes.
of people. There is one behind there. That's Paul, right?
Yes,
Paul.
and he's also part of the coordinators.
Okay, Paul, and yeah. Excellent. You can stand here. Yeah, so it started. How did it start? Let's begin with the idea. Because there was going to be a student competition.
Yes.
And you people thought you need to build a vehicle.
Yes, the idea was after we were invited to a meeting at the Students' Union office, the skills day was made mention to us or made known to us. When we came back as an association and a section, we thought of what to build for the skills day competition. So we had several ideas. But this particular idea came in and we wanted to build a prototype. But this particular person said, why not we just build a car and make sure that our project moves from the ground here to the presentation ground. So they know that so we can better represent who we really are, because we are automotive students. So that is where the idea of building the car came in. So we started working on it.
Of course, you thought when you do that, you would beat everybody.
Of course, we were so sure. Yes, we were so sure that if we put in all the energy that we needed, or if we have the sponsor, we were still going to push in hard, because we are just young people who have, better or real aim for this country. And we believe in our hands. So when that idea came in, we embraced it. And we do engineering drawing. We first started with drawing the plan.
You do the cost first.
Yes, we did the budget.
And you imagine where you will get it.
Yes, we imagined where we would get it. But then the Students' Union office assured us that they were seeking for sponsors, and let us just write our budget, and we submit it to them. Then they will seek sponsors for us. So after writing the budget, we submitted to them. Then we continued to draw our plan. So we followed the principles of engineering drawing. in the front, how to call it, and asymmetric and orthographic projections.
So if you say,
to draw it.
so I just take it that I am dumb. I have no idea what you're talking about. What is the drawing? Is there a way you could show us? I'm seeing some pictures here, and maybe you could show me a picture of something. I can see a sketch. Yeah, this is like a sketch of
the paperwork.
That's the paperwork, yes.
The blueprint, you can call it. Yeah.
Okay. It's like the sketch of a building.
Exactly.
Like before you do a building, you do a sketch.
You need to do the planning.
Yes.
Yes.
So you draw the vehicle first.
Yes, if anybody that has done engineering drawing or an engineer looks at this, the person will know that practically this is the representation of it. So when you look at it, you just view the inside, like the skeletal part, how it should be. You put it into drawing. The base, how it should be. The front side, when you look at it, how it should be, and the both ends, the end and the right-hand side and the left-hand side, how it should all be. You represent it in the paper, then develop it. So.
But of course, also it has to be in terms of so that all the measurements are equal.
Yes, all the measurements are put in place. Yeah. Yes, all the measurements were also put in place. So that is how we started from the plan. Then when the money started coming in, we went, because from the plan we seek advice, which materials.
How much was your budget?
Our budget was 40,400 then.
40,400?
Yes.
Before you planned?
Yes, that was our budget, 40,400. So we began progressing. After seeking advice from our coordinators, we asked, because we are not metalwork students, so we asked which materials will suit best for this project, like to be able to build this. So they told us the measurement of the pipes and the rectangular tubes, and the flat bars, and the plate. So we took those measurements, went to Kerr and bought the materials, few of them by then, because the money was not enough. So we bought few of them and came.
The 40,000 was not enough?
Then we didn't have all the 40,000. We began with a sponsor work, because before the sponsors came in, it took time. And we knew that our project was a heavy one. So as an association, we just went around, it's like a street begging sort of. We went for our sponsored work from the Joswang petrol station to Westfield. So we were able to gather an amount of 5,075. So that is where we started to build our project. Yes, it was a hectic walking, but at least it helped out. So we bought these few materials that you are seeing over here. This
looks like an iron bar.
Yes,
sort of a smaller
round pipe.
One. It's a
no, it
pipe,
was a long one. So according to the measurement,
It comes in different sizes.
it comes in different sizes. It was a long one. So as you can see, this one is a long one over here. So we went through the drawing, the measurements given over there, and we cut the pipes according to the design of the drawing. So that is where it all began. As you can see, we were looking at the drawing. From there, studying the drawing. From there, we went into cutting the metal plate pipes. From there, we began forming it. This one is the rectangular tubes. So the rectangular pipe was also formed. Those were used as the side members of the sashi, and the round pipes were used as the frame. So
this is the big iron metal you were sewing.
Yes, rectangular pipe.
That's what you would have where? Like
it's beneath, holding the
from below.
Yes.
Sort of the iron bar that holds it on both sides.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Where the suspension is, because that is what actually holds the whole underframe component.
Yeah. So like this one and this one.
It means this one is actually on it.
Yeah.
That other one, the rear, is also on it, and also this case is also on it. Because my colleague showed you some round pipes.
Yeah.
So those ones were used, and they are welded on that particular frame she was actually trying to.
Excellent.
Also cross members to be able to sustain the weight of the vehicle.
Okay.
Yes.
To be able to sustain it, and have you actually thought of how much kilos it could carry?
Yes,
Yeah.
you know, it has to do with compilation of several components together. So one particular metal can have a given strength that it can withstand. So compiling many of them together boosts the strength that the material is able to provide.
Excellent.
So a lot of these materials put together can do a lot, can carry a lot of weight.
Perhaps it could, because I definitely think I weigh heavier than the higher education minister, but I saw him in this vehicle.
Yes,
I weigh 70.
Okay.
As smaller as I look, yeah.
I think even if you have two people, which if you put the two weights together, can result to 200, it's still able
It's
to.
still able to
300
carry.
is still able. You can have extra load behind the boot, and it will still be able to carry it. So
Excellent. So when you now assemble it, this looks like at this time it must look like a distant dream, because all I see here is some iron bar being welded together.
After all this, this is how it was from below. So you can see where it all started, from cutting the small ones and the other one. That was the way it was.
Okay. And you had a brief writing to describe different levels of the work.
Yes.
And then but the first set of materials you bought, I mean, was it sufficient?
No, it wasn't sufficient. I can say this is all it could do by then.
Okay.
Because the plate that we bought, we could not use it at this stage because the plate was going to be used for the body.
Okay.
So we just packed that one aside. So we went into the SU and told them that our money is exhausted. The Students' Union.
Yes.
So we told them that we had refinanced our project, but we still need your support. Then they told us in a few weeks' time you will get something. So they also made some findings and they were able to gather something, and they started giving us some cash. So that's how we continued. That's how they continued. When we exhaust an amount, they they gave in another amount.
Okay.
So that's how we were working with them.
Okay. And in the end, how much money did you exhaust?
We exhausted about 55,000 some hundreds. If I forgot the figure exactly, but yes, that is all the spendings that we have done. Yeah. But also that would not be the overall cash, because at some point we do go to the vocational training center to beg for some plates, because our plates were not the metal plates. These metal plates, because the one we had were not enough, and time was not there. Our budget was already exhausted, and from our association account, we also took some amount, added it to it. It was also exhausted. Then the option we had was to check around where it is available, go and seek if they can support. And thank God, it was a welcoming hand. They helped us with some plates, which we were able to complete our project with.
Excellent.
Yes.
So, I mean, from all this, because I'm looking at
different pictures,
stages of your work, like all I see are a bunch of iron bars. So, in the end, when all these things, how much of work did you do for yourself? I imagine the seats, you didn't make those.
No.
And the engine, of course, yes. And perhaps the tires?
Yes.
But the rest?
Yes, even when you go to companies that build cars in the Western countries, they don't build everything by themselves.
Yeah.
When you are like Hyundai, you take from Mercedes, you take from this one, you take from this one, and you assemble it together. And for the Gambia, we are way behind. So this, for the first time, we don't have materials to be making seats, tires, and even the dashboard and the engine. So that one, we bought it, and we fixed them. So what we could make and what is available over here, we did that with our hands.
The good thing is that you have an idea what should be where.
Exactly.
And you are, yes, you wanted to say something.
Yes, just like she said.
Yeah.
If you go to a manufacturing company, like a vehicle, it is not all the parts that are readily available or manufactured by the same company. You would attest that sometimes you would look at a VW, you would see a part with an Audi design, or you see an Hyundai with a design of a Kerr, or you see a Kerr with the design of an Hyundai, or you see a Benz with so many designs. These are actually telling you that not everything is entirely manufactured at one place. You have different companies manufacturing different things. Then in the end, because you are an expert, it is your field, you know exactly what the market wants, you take all the pieces, manufacture your own thing. That is the bottom line.
To suit the need of the market.
Of course.
Yes.
Excellent.
And as you can see, those are just various stages that we went through. That is the same vehicle you are seeing.
Yeah,
so
this is the vehicle I am
combination of the pipes and the rectangular tube that we saw over there. Welding and all the different processes.
These are just actually iron bars. So
yes, iron
this
bars.
is more like this one, right?
Yes, exactly.
This one without this.
Yes, without the plate.
And without this.
Yes.
But this same bar, iron bar runs all the way to
this.
this.
Yes.
And
that is, you have it
It
inside.
stops
Yes.
around somewhere around this end.
But then this is what covers it. That is the plate that we were talking about that covers it. So.
Okay. And then you put it on and you rod the minister in it.
Yes.
Of course, I imagine it wouldn't look like it's V8.
Yeah.
it
won't. It won't.
Yes.
But then, you know, at the Gambian level, it is something
is this
big,
the first
something
time
great.
You've built this?
This is the first time
In the
a vehicle is made in the Gambia. And the first time something as such is developed in GTTI and done by the automotive students.
Excellent. So you have a place where you put water, I imagine, because it writes, doesn't
Yes.
it? Of course, of course. You can show us that? Can you show us the inside of it?
Okay.
No problem. Okay.
Yes. That's the water tank.
Okay.
Yes.
You fixed a water tank.
That's it.
All right. That's water. So, and then you fix all these pipes?
Yes.
You do this wiring yourself?
Yes, because our project itself is to display the light and signaling system.
Okay.
So
what is light and signal like?
I believe my co-presenter can now come in and to talk about
Okay. Yes,
that.
please. Yes, please.
This consists of lighting and signaling devices.
Yeah.
That it helps to illuminate the roadway for the driver.
Yeah.
During the hours of dark, and it also consists of, like I said, signaling device.
Yes.
Like when you are driving on the road, you need to give also warning to other road users behind
I'm
you
going right.
that maybe I'm going right or I'm going left by using your side
Or I'm
signals
stopping.
or stopping by applying your brake for safety reasons. Yeah.
Yeah, you can see.
Excellent. So
somebody
this
is
thing
going on the
functions,
line.
all of them?
All of them.
Everything is
Just
So in
like-
other words, if there is if I go to the police and get my documents, I can try on the road. Maybe I may not go far, but I can. Can't I?
You can go far.
You can go far. I can go far.
Yes.
Yeah, you can.
Because
you will give me that assurance. Of course. If I crash, you're going to pay. No. So these are the lightning systems, what you call it. And this is the water tank. You fix these things yourself?
Yes.
But of course, this is the engine you.
Yes.
This one you found it. You bought it, and you fix these things. Of course. So when you put this on this water tank, it does the same thing it does in any car. Of course.
Yes.
Exactly. So this is basically, and this is a battery. You fix that.
Yeah.
And I needless say it does the same work a battery does in a vehicle. Yeah.
Yes.
So, and then all these wirings, like how did you? So you didn't have a vehicle like this to study, did you? Maybe I come to you. Did you have a vehicle like this before you do the work? Sort of, because if I imagine if I'm going to make this, I'm going to put this kind of vehicle here. So I look at how it is there, I do it here, right? You don't have this kind of vehicle here.
Well, you know, the institution is based on training students to be able to understand various systems found in motor vehicles. So it is
That is what
about
the course
automotive
is all
engineering
about.
in general. So already we have got all that we need to know when we go for a study.
Okay.
So it's like everything that is being taught in classes is on vehicles. So there is no need for that study.
you to look at
we
another
already,
vehicle
we
and
already
see
got
how
the
it's
stuff.
assembled there and you assemble it here.
We already get the
Because
stuff with us. So
even if somebody else could come and just dismantle everything, you ask
You
one
can
person
assemble
to
it
fix
again.
it back, the person can. Because this is what we are trained to do. We are studying automotive engineering. So
Beautiful.
yes.
Just like I said earlier, these parts, they don't come together.
Yeah.
They come in pieces.
Yeah.
So each one of the pieces, like I told you earlier, it is about field.
Yeah.
They are studying, and most of them are, some are doing their certificate level, some are doing their diploma level.
Okay.
So you would
There is
see
none beyond that.
No,
we have diploma levels over here.
It's certificate and diploma.
Certificate.
Each takes 1 year.
No.
Certificate takes 2 years and diploma takes 2 years.
Oh, each takes 4 years.
4 years to complete.
Exactly, yeah. So you would see that, though it is a painstaking job, but it is something that they have gone through and they have got the training. So even without going to another car, they know what they are doing.
So they know
they would assemble
if
everything.
you inside a car,
Yes.
this is what should be there.
Of course, of course.
And that's the knowledge they've used.
And
to
that is
assemble
why
this.
they were able to build this in the first place.
Excellent. What is this one?
That is the reservoir for the. That's why you put the brake fluid.
The
brake fluid. What
That
you
is
call
a brake
liquid?
fluid.
Liquid. You locally call it liquid.
So let me just demonstrate my ignorance. I have no idea what a car does. I can't even drive. So yeah, I mean, so and you put that there, right? I mean, that's something that will come in a piece, right? Because I imagine it. This comes in a separate piece?
Of course, of course.
Okay. And in every car, is that where it is usually? Or you can have it different? It's different. The locations can be different.
Mountain is different.
Okay. So you just choose to put it there. And this is one of those iron bars you were showing me?
yeah, the rods, one of the rods. And
this?
yeah.
The one that the vehicle has to sit on?
Yes,
that
it's
way.
part of the chassis, the suspension.
It's part of the suspension.
Steering system. This one is the steering system. This one is the suspension system.
But this steering system, you didn't create that?
The one you buy it because it is a shaft that will go into the tire.
Okay.
Over there.
Into
That
the-
is the linkage.
So
and
that-
another one will go that way because this is a front wheel drive.
Okay. So
So-
that it moves
Yes,
on
it
top.
helps in the steering.
Control the
direction, yeah.
And also, not always whatever is being brought in from another car or something that is being bought and be part of the vehicle doesn't mean that we can't produce it here. As you were told by the Director General that we have a foundry, there is a foundry at the back over there where every other thing can be produced, even the engine itself. Even the engine itself. So what we need is, we just need the necessary equipment and the time to be able to produce whatever is being produced
And the
here.
funding.
Yes, yeah, the
Exactly.
funding. Exactly. So this is it. It doesn't mean that whatever is being brought in from somewhere, we can't produce it here. No, it is because we lack the facilities that we need to be able to produce.
So
those
if there is a facility required and the funding required, you can do a better work than this.
We can do more than this.
If we had all we needed, we would have been be able to produce something that is far, far better than this.
So this
Far
was
better than
built
this.
by 8 students and 3 supervisors. Of course, supervisors are lecturers.
Yes.
That's you, Paul, and Lamy.
Yes.
Stand up.
Yeah.
Excellent. And then the minister rode on it, right? That's beautiful. So, do you think I can ride on it too?
Yes, you can give me
course you can.
All of you are good drivers, or some
Yes.
of you are like me?
I wouldn't say we're all.
Some of you are like me.
Yes. But some do have their
You can
lenses.
assemble a car and you can drive it.
Where the number can drive, and
Yeah, they are still
some of them
students.
have their lenses. So for people like me, I cannot. Yes.
And this is a fan or something?
Yes.
The fan for the cooling system.
For the, you mean this one? What is a cooling system here?
The cooling system, you know, when the
Of
engine
course,
runs.
the water, yeah.
It's a whole system. It's a circulation.
Maybe you can explain it to us, otherwise I need...
Go ahead. Go ahead.
You know, when the engine runs, the temperature will rise.
Yes.
Even if you cannot drive, but sometimes when you just off your engine and just come around, you see it's heating.
Yeah.
So this water helps in the cooling system. It's a water-cooled engine. And the fan as well blows the air to help in the cooling of these. So that's it. If this was absent, it's going to superheat.
And you can burn your gasket, of course.
Yes. And if your gasket is burned, you have a bigger problem.
Yeah, we can look at it. Maybe if you put it on, we can look at it.
And the wiring system is practical.
You see,
That's
the
the
fan
fan.
is turning.
Okay. That's the fan. This is beautiful. That's cool. Okay. And much like the minister, can I ride in it?
Yes.
Maybe I will have to pay. And I don't have to pay.
There is no payment in that.
Okay. And if you're going to sell it, let me know. I need a car.
Will,
So what about,
give him a ride.
what about vehicles
Mario,
got
you wanna
one?
give
So
him?
we need to buy one. You want me to ride it?
Yes, you can go in and you can give it a ride.
Okay. So
Inshallah, very soon.
let's go. That's the music.
That's
That's radio. Did you put the radio there yourself?
yeah.
Before my brother was found me.
I love
Around the world. You have the majority of the people.
Come on, straight, come on. Come on. Not them, right? Just go, come on.
I am going.
Okay, you can take it.
Right in this and we go back to our office. So I'm seeing a number of stuffs here, like the same things I see in a vehicle. Of course, you have some of your wires exposed.
Yeah.
Of course, with 40,000, you can do only so much. And then, if you have a lot of money, you can have over all your I've seen, this is what you will see in a vehicle, and this is the radio, this is light here. So that when you come, you put this and someone inside here, the place will be good. Yeah. This is a wire. Where does it go?
Big speaker you are seeing.
So you put a carpet on so that the raw metal you can sit it somewhere. What's that? If you had expanded a bit, you could put second layer of seats.
Oh yes, yeah, you can take it for.
It could take. Yeah. And was that at the back open?
Yeah.
glasses, you put those there to cover the back.
Yeah. That's for the visibility in case you move in the reverse direction.
Okay.
Yeah.
And of course, it fell far short of having an air conditioner.
Yeah, maybe the
Don't
next
have an air conditioner. Maybe the next one.
the next design may come with an AC.
This is where you can put your stuff.
Yeah.
This looks more like the space for an air conditioner. Of course, you've got these glasses. You were sure this can withstand only when you do this when you are doing the welding, I suppose you had done the necessary calculation of how much weight can it take, and and things like that.
Yes, just like what Aminata told you earlier, it was designed, and in the design, of course, you have all these things. That is where you can do the costing. You are able to know how much metal you have to buy in order to finish up with the process, and most of the other things included on the chassis. Because without that, there is no way you can be able to.
This is what you mean by the chassis.
Of course, yeah.
So you mean the hard, real hard, big metal.
Of course.
That's this one, right?
Yeah.
Of course.
It's part of it, but it's being covered.
This is what cost movement.
It's
Yes.
but then
it's
yeah.
And what is underneath?
Okay, you can come out and check.
Maybe when you can come, we can come here.
That is
See,
where the suspension.
below where we painted blue.
Yes.
Yes.
What is that
the
one?
chassis. And all these pipe
That is the
is
chassis
being
frame.
rounded on it.
That is the chassis frame. It's the one my colleague showed you with the rectangular tube. That is the one that is designed and then welded. And all the other components are attached to it. Even this, that is the suspension. Like I told you, it is attached on that chassis.
Excellent. And the one that comes takes out the smoke over there.
We have,
Yeah.
Yes. And that's the fuel tank painted
we have
with
an
blue.
exhaust.
This is the fuel tank.
No, the one below there.
Oh, that's the fuel tank.
Yes.
And you weld that and you fix
It's
it.
just a box and we fix the casing, just inside it, so
Yeah.
it will not be moving around.
And I
And the
imagine there
pipe-
had to be a pipe from the
Yes,
engine.
that's
to-
the pipe.
Exactly. It's a container of itself.
Okay.
It is welded, designed with pipes and everything, and then we mount it.
Yes.
We just
So
decided.
Do you see?
This is where you put the fuel.
Yeah, it runs to the tank.
And it runs down here.
The tank is here,
Yeah.
and these are the pipelines.
Um,
So this is what runs beneath and goes to the engine.
Okay.
So
This is the pipe.
this is the pipe, the feeder, when you buy fuel, run through here to the tank. When you put on your engine, this is the feeder.
What's
This
the
was this is the one that supplies the engine with fuel. So it
Okay,
will come in, and when the overflow happens,
This
it
one
will
goes
run.
somewhere, different direction. It goes here.
It goes here. There is a wall, and it will go beneath, run through the floor, and up again at the engine side.
This is.
No,
okay.
this
This is from
just-
the speed.
No.
This is
It's an extra bulb.
Oh, okay.
Yes. But we have a type
This is
of
the
it that
speaker, and
that's
I
the
was
speaker.
Talking too loudly.
Yeah.
So the seats, you fix the seats and then you weld it. How long a time did it cost you to do this?
Maybe Aminata can,
We started this project
can give you the time.
May 7th.
May 7th.
May 7th, and we completed it on 16th of December. That's when we completed it. It was late at night. Yes.
That's a far less time I had imagined.
Yes.
It would take you to build this.
It is a lesser
I
time.
thought you may have started.
Why we were able to complete this is because we stay over time. We sacrificed.
Like how many days do you?
We attend class from morning to 4 o'clock. So from 4 o'clock, we stay over time. Sometimes we leave here after 11 at night.
Every day?
Every day. Even Saturdays and Sundays, we come around.
You do class every day?
Yes, from Mondays to Friday.
Mondays to Friday.
Yes.
I hate normal class.
So Saturdays and Sunday, when we saw that the time is like the deadline is fast approaching, we come around on Saturdays and on Sundays. So we spend time here working till around 11, after 12. So there was a time we had to leave the females and we left them behind till after 2 at night. So when
How many girls were?
It's the both of us.
You and what's your name? Monica.
Confirm.
Excellent. So there were only 2 of you
Yeah.
who were girls, and the rest are boys.
Boys,
and they tend to dominate wherever they are. Well, you have 6 boys, right? 2 girls.
More boys than girls, yeah. But then, you know, that is the technical field. Most of the time you have more male than female. Yeah. And that is, but then it is changing. Every academic year we have more, we keep the female population keep increasing.
Is there an experience here, like in the technical field?
Yes.
Why
In
do
the
you
technical
choose to
field.
do it?
Well, I love to do technical since
Stuff.
when I was young. Nobody forced me to do this here.
Okay. So you choose to be part of a team that fix a vehicle, and assemble a vehicle.
Yeah.
So when you were done, I imagine that feeling must be like, wow. Did you knew you were going to win it, the student competition?
Of course, we were very certain because the way the presentation was going, we were very much prepared. And the most proud thing that we can say right now is even the judges had no questions to ask us because we delivered to expectation. So we gave them all that they needed. All that they could ask us was...
And who were the judges?
I cannot capture their names properly, but...
They were engineers and stuff.
Yes, they were engineer specialists in Tibet. So they were into the system because this is an engineering school. So if there should be a competition, you must bring professionals of those areas to come and...
So you spent over 40,000 and they give you a
20,000.
20,000.
Yeah.
You should take them to court.
Oh. Yeah.
Well, but we thank them for, you know, motivating the students, you know.
Yeah, and to us as well.
This is European Union.
Yep.
Yep. And that's
GTTI.
GTTI, and this is our own caravan. This is
GTTI, Students Union.
That's
GTI logo, this is the Students Union logo.
This is International Trade Center.
Yep.
That's the institution that is implementing YEP. This is European Union, the sponsors of YEP.
Exactly. So they were the ones who funded the skills day. So that is why you see in their logos over here. Yes. And to us, we are very happy, and what we need is the support because it's not easy.
What kind of support do you think an institution, an area like this would need? Like how much, what do you, I mean, a lot of time we say, well, 6 in every 10 Gambian young people are jobless. And 6 in every 10 Gambians are young people.
Exactly. Coming, you would see, like what she told you, in 6 months, they should attend class, and then my colleague, the lecturer, equally have to be in class from morning to 4. And then in 6 months, from 4, you have to work till late. So you would see, it is a painstaking job within that short time. A lot of people can just sit and decide to say, wow, 6 months, that is too much. But to me, definitely, that is limited. In 6 months, you are able to work from, let's say, from 4, that is before you wrap up your class and do other things. By 5, 5, 6, 7, it is done. You get it?
And you work sometimes till 11.
Of course, then we have to close. Because there are so many errands that we have to do. People like us and some of my colleagues, we have to
and sometimes.
Is there anyone with a family here?
Yeah, we're all family. Yeah.
I mean a family.
Yes. Yes, exactly. Yeah. Wife with kids.
This is the one married. How many is the only lecturer who is married?
He's a family man.
And the most interesting thing is, do you know that at times we have to work till late? And anytime it is late, the wife will always call.
Oh, you're speaking for him.
Yeah. Well, it's true, but you know.
So, kind of support with an institution like this
I was
one.
coming to that point. You would see that the time frame is limited. From class, we have to switch, or we have to postpone some very important things just to cover up this project. And then part of that, we require what? We need, that is one, money, do not forget it, it is very important, because in any project we do, after planning, always the next thing is what? Money. Funding. You get it? Funding, exactly. And then we can also attest that you can see that technology is what? Every second of the day, it is just going, it is just going. So you will see, especially in this field, to be current, to be up to date, like I always put it to my students.
Current.
Yes, I always tell them that you should be what? People are moving away from 4G.
Yeah.
You understand what I mean by 4G? You understand? So I always put it to them that we are moving. So don't always try to drag yourself or stall yourself.
Yeah.
So as a result of that, we need what? This sophisticated tools. We have what? Scanners. You can be in America or anywhere, then you start your vehicle. These are things that we need. We need electronic gadgets. We need scanners, most of these things.
So you think you need to equip this place more?
Of course, to be able to upgrade the system. Because you cannot...
And the capacity of your students.
Of course. Because there is no way you can actually produce that number of students and then you lack so many things. You get it? The school is trying, because you can see, like I told you, some are certificate diploma, yet they are able to do this in 6 months. And the 6 months is even less, because you have to calculate from morning to 4, they have to be in class.
Yeah.
So if they are able to produce this, believe it or not, if they get the support, they will do far better than this. Honestly, they will do far better than this. I can attest to that, because I am with them always.
So when you were working, where was the event you took the car to?
The event was held in the campus here, just by the turntable there.
Okay, exciting. So you drove the vehicle, and all of a sudden you just saw up. People didn't know you were showing up with a vehicle.
Some knew that we were building a car. Those were the ones in the institution. They knew that we were building a car, something like some of the students. So when they saw the car parked over there, it was like
any other project, you must get people who will always say this will not succeed.
Exactly.
This will not succeed.
Yes. So when the car was parked there early in the morning, they were like, "Need a new push motor be fully." Exactly. They were thinking like we were going to push the vehicle over there. So when we just put the ignition and then our chief driver started to drive.
Who is the chief driver? Oh, he's the one who
Mario, yes.
Mario.
So when he started to drive, then we called the attention of the minister to come in so we could give him a ride. When he came and the vehicle started running, even those that were not in our section all started jumping and chanting, like the video that you said you saw on the Yap page.
Yeah.
So everybody was just excited because it was not expected. Yes, he was very excited. So it was not something that was expected. And we would say we were happy. Obviously, we were very happy because seeing your hard work, like the way you intended it to be. Yes, day before yesterday. On Tuesday. So looking at something that you have built and it is functioning like the way you want it to be, it's just far more than an excitement. We were so very happy that day. So, like we said, and the late hours that we have stayed over here, it made us to become fit. Because we have been rocking like no man's business. Most of the time when we close that late from around here, you don't get a car. What you see is taxi. What they will be saying is town trip. Town trip when you have just $20 within your pocket. So
when you are a student who is trying to struggle to keep up
yes,
his project.
and we're just like, we're trying to build a car, and here it is difficult for us to get a car. So we walk, trek, mostly we get car at Tabokoto or at Latikunda. And on 2 occasions, we have been...
You are living for?
Yes.
Yeah, I think most
So,
of them live
You are Henry. You live at Taboko. You are Abdullah Baji. You live where? All of you are living at Taboko.
The same.
Oh, you live where I live.
Kerr.
Don't worry, you the married guys. So
Yeah.
let's get away with
We will not mind about transportation much.
I live in Yarambamba. Yarambamba, oh, you live very far.
Very far.
Anyway, that's where the president used to live, so you are a neighbor of mine.
I'm in NLDM, Wellingara.
Wellingara. Okay. You live?
Mario Lamin.
Well, I live closest here because I live around Westfield.
So it suits you to be a bachelor. You're not very far. I live on that. But this is, so you, all of you would live here sometimes at 11?
Of course.
Yes.
There are so many occasions. Like I told you, you have to work till late. And in most cases, I have to use my vehicle. Imagine the number. Some have to be at the front, some will squeeze. you know
That's the price you pay for being a lecturer.
you know the book. All of them you will have to then even though I always feel bad, but then I always have to talk them up.
Yeah, absolutely. So, but now they can use their car. Can you?
The people has a name.
The people, what is the name of
one of the students initiated
name is Baba.
Is it?
The logo is
What is Baba?
So allow Antoine to do that presentation.
Yes, I think you can present that, Antoine.
Oh, we can take credit. This looks like a K anyway. This is B, right?
A B and
Why
an
do
A.
you have to call it Baba?
Antoine can explain why.
Is it Baba or Baba? Baba means that.
Yeah.
That one is for the work of the project it came about. Like, when we come here, we just work as a family, as they are their own saying.
Yeah.
Like it's a teamwork, and we went to an extent like we do like.
You were almost like a family.
Yeah, it's a family.
Exactly.
So when we are moving home, like we do struggle to find vehicles,
Okay.
So me, I just take it all like I don't worry.
Yeah, this
And
is
I'm the list of all, for all of them are just in these urban areas.
Yeah.
I'm just like at London.
Yeah.
So I just do try to beg this lift.
Yeah.
So one day when we were just moving home, and they asked me about. Sorry, I just saw one dad. I told the guy that, Baba. Can you please take me? So go through that, the guy said, even every day you'll be begging Baba and stuff. And I told him that that's nothing. I just want to reach home and my destination and stuff.
Absolutely.
But like they came to that. They came to say like.
Since you beg Baba for lift,
then
let's name the car after Baba.
Yeah, but every day we come in, like we do this one, we call this one Baba. And this one we call this
It
one
became
Baba.
a name that we all use to communicate.
Everyone.
You say Baba,
Yeah.
everybody would laugh.
We have several languages that we use over here, but Baba is
dominant,
the dominant one and is the most funniest amongst them. So you will see us walking and you just hear one person saying and you readily know that the person is replying to another one. So, but the Baba, it came around begging for a lift.
Why do you have these holes in?
Just for the
air, ventilation.
Oh, for air.
Yeah.
There's a fan at the back and it shocks air. So
there is a fan and it needs air like to shock it. So that's why we created the space for it.
Shanice.
almost like the below of any car. Could you finally show me what you've used to make this? You don't take people to your studio, do you? Of course,
That's our studio.
We have a workshop inside here.
That's our workshop. You know, most of the work was done
Are
by.
there things like, do you have all the things you would need in a studio?
No.
Most of the work was
You
done
can take
by
me to your studio. Let's
simple
see what's
tools
there.
with hands.
Workshop. Yeah.
Okay, before we go to the
Your
workshop,
workshop,
maybe
yeah.
we just show him the shear that we use
Yes.
and the bending
And
machine.
where we do the bending and cutting.
Oh, this is the place you've assembled this.
Yeah.
No, this is where we use for cutting.
For here,
We
we do
start-
some cutting.
Oh, okay.
You can see some of the pieces left
I
here.
nearly put this one in the back of my pocket. Almost take it out.
You can-
And it's all manual work. So
It's all
hectic.
manual.
So you can just imagine how wide the plate is and you have to cut it like this.
This is where you put a metal. This is,
It's just like a scissor, sort of.
yeah, except
Yeah,
that
it's
this
a
one
shear
is-
anyway.
Let me try and see whether I can cut some. I can cut one. I can't believe I'm just being an engineer. I'm just being an amazing student. Except that me, I failed math. I can't measure anything. So, this is, it's cut one almost. If I press it hard, it will cut it. So you cut even those iron bars here, the bigger ones?
The bigger one.
The bigger ones we use hacksaw. So you see
So you
sometimes.
couldn't have any other thing to cut it. You don't have to use everything. You just have to use your energy.
Yeah,
we
this
use
is where
energy.
we use cutting on that other machine. We use bending. We can show you.
Yes.
To bend this piece of metal here. We just cut it in. And then
Oh. I see.
and you have that.
You want to bend it, you just put it there and you lift the iron.
Yeah. Depending on what degree you want to bend it, you can limit your.
Let's try bend one.
Yes.
I need that for my car. Excellent.
That is it. So, and the rest of the machines are just simple hand tools like the hammers and chisels, yeah, and the punches and so
But
on.
I imagine it's going to be tough too.
Yeah, it's
To
tough.
cut
It's
everything,
tough. Sometimes you
big
don't
iron
want to
bar.
be in the workshop because of the noise.
Don't you have something you put in
Too
your
much
ear?
noise. Of course, you have earmuffs, but we have less tools here, as we said earlier.
Yeah, less tools.
We need tools. We need
What
tools.
sort of tools do you need?
All the different spanners that mechanics need, all the tools that you need to do most of the metal work that we did when we were constructing the car. That is a grinder, and it's one of the machines that we use.
It looks old.
Yeah, those are wheels that can run when you power it on the run, and then you can grind any metal
Grinds up so that it makes it
takes part of the metal
smoother.
away, yeah, and also smoothing, yeah.
Okay.
That
That's
is it. So be
basically-
careful, that is the switch. Once you turn the switch on, they run at a very high speed.
Just let him
Yeah.
see. You want to see? I don't have to see it.
Maybe you can just distance.
I'm scared of
Just-
stuff. But you can,
Yes,
you can
yes,
see.
yes.
I just have to be at a distance.
You didn't have to run.
So before you use this, you have to put on something.
So now you start.
Okay, and it makes it smoother.
To the way you want it to be.
Till it's very smooth. Excellent. I've seen a lot of stuff here, but so this is where you also do your lessons.
Yes,
Yes.
practical lessons.
Practical lessons.
Yeah.
But other forms of lessons you do them
Yeah, in other classes.
in classes.
Lessons that do not require machines, you can do them in class. when the practicals are purposely for this hall.
And what else do you think you need in this studio? Like if someone walks in through that door and say, what do you need? What would you tell the person?
Well, we have
Technically, we don't have anything.
Exactly.
We don't have anything
So
because
technically, you're just making up.
Yeah, we're just trying with the little that is available here, but
that's what we use.
we don't have anything up to standard, nothing up to standard, because all these engines you're seeing here, some of the engines are older than me.
Yeah.
Imagine, I am
Indeed.
training my students on some stuff that are older than me. It's terrible because
And there are
there are
improvement
you know,
every day.
thousands of
It's turning off.
the speed is slowing down. Yeah, and we need, as you know, we have vehicles all over, and 99 or 90% of those vehicles are electronics. And you need a computer to work on those vehicles. We don't have a single computer here. Yes, we need diagnostic machines.
Diagnostic machines?
Yes, because if you have an electronic engine, you need electronic gadgets to be able to work on them. You know, electronics, you don't need spanners and screwdrivers and so on to work on them. You need scanning machines. So we need scanning machines. We need electronic engines that we can conduct practicals on. Right now, most of the machines that you see here are all manual or very old types, which even if you train your students on them, if they go out, they see newer models in the market, and they won't be able to do much with that.
They won't be able
to
do
if they don't have the training here. So they must have the training on electronic vehicles in the workshop, so that when they go outside, whatever new model that they encounter, they will be able to do something with it.
Yeah.
So, and apart from that, there are some other maybe training material that maybe some of my colleagues will be able to say something about them.
Yeah. Say something?
Yeah, like he said, we need most of them. Like a computer is one of them. It's not like any other computer, like the ones you see.
It's not like my laptop is not
Equally, you can use a laptop, but then you must have a software downloaded in it. And then these ones are designed specifically for diagnosing problems on a vehicle. So you will attest that in most cases now you will hear mechanics telling people saying that mechanics now or people cannot walk. It's as a result of most of these things. If you don't get the basic scan tools required to diagnose a vehicle when a problem arises, it will be a problem. You don't just jump, hey, lose this, hey, lose that, lose that. At the end of the day, you damage the whole engine. That is why you need this scanner. Anytime a problem arises, you plug the scanner, whether it is done via a cable or wireless or Bluetooth, then you are able to access the main memory, that is, we call it the ECU of the computer. And then you are able to know and pinpoint where exactly the problem is. These are things, the kind of machines we need. If you go in town, these are latest machines that a well-equipped workshop use. We are doing away with manual jobs. I should not just come and tell my apprentice, hey, lose that, that is the problem. No. Even if I know that is the problem, the best thing is go by what the manufacturer recommends, and that is plug the scanner and be sure that that is the code it gives you. And what I mean by code is the fault it gives you. Because when reading, a computer cannot just tell you, hey, that is the code. It comes in what? Codes. So these are codes that you have to decode.
Yeah,
and
but
it means you have to learn, you have to know the field before you are able to decode this particular problem. You can have either a laptop or a mobile. You punch your buttons, it shows you something, but if you cannot if you don't understand what
the language,
the message it is telling you, then it means nothing.
Absolutely.
So these are the software we need. These are the machines we need. And electronic engines, like we said, we need them to conduct most of these practicals. You don't expect to train a student on manual engines only for him or her to go out there and then you are left with what? Amazing things out there for you to actually work on. So adjusting would become very, very difficult.
Yeah, basically what we're trying to say here is the only training that we can offer at the moment is the basics, and the rest is done by talking, you know. And you know, engineering is not a field for maybe talking alone. Yeah, you have to do more
that's
than
my field.
yeah, you have to do more than, you know, talking.
See dumb guys who walk into the studio
Exactly.
and begin to talk.
Exactly. So yeah, what is it? It is about, you know, doing it, not talking. So we need something that, you know, we will use to explain most of the topics that we have in our classes.
Well, already you've
Yes.
built a fascinating car.
Yes, but then, you
Then
know,
you're going to sell to me.
you know, that is not the end. This is just the beginning.
Yeah.
We, you know, we look forward to do, you know, many more things that more, you know, in maybe inspiring, you know, and you know, maybe appreciating in the future. This is just the beginning, and we yearn to do more things in the future. So probably when you come back next year, another GTTI Skills Day, you will see something. Yeah.
I will not fly. I hate
something
flying.
better than this. Well, we will just see what we will come up with. Yeah, yeah. We may either fly or still be on the ground, but at a higher level. Yes, we'll be at a higher level.
Maybe
yes.
we would take a rider next time.
Yeah.
I would ride. I'm not scared of a rider.
No problem.
I'm just scared of a plane.
Okay, okay. All right.
So, I mean, I've kept you for a very, very long time. And basically, we've seen our vehicle, we've drove in it. And you've been amazing people. And I think we would finally have a word with Mr. Davo. And perhaps we would, after that, end this live broadcast. Unless if any one of you have one or two things to say. So, Mr. Davo, I mean, you've also been closer. You've been also with the students. I mean, you, like anyone else, you've also been an instructor. Mostly now, since we've done most of the talking, you were in the background.
Okay.
So, I mean, you could tell us too, I mean, from your own perspective, I mean, if there is any other thing you people need that is not, has not been said by your colleagues.
Well, thank you so much for coming. Really appreciate you guys coming over here. Definitely, I don't want to say anything about this, but I thank God the Almighty for giving us the strength, the ability to work on this project from day one to the last day. I thank my colleague for being here and being supportive to the entire section. We also have Madam here, who is part of us. She's like the only madam lecturer.
The only female lecturer?
Yes. And she's like a mother to all of us here.
What's your name?
Madam is, she is Madam Fatma Jata.
Fatma Rajata?
Yes, Madam Sane.
Well, thank goodness you are not a journalist.
Anyway, I also want to thank the students for the patience they had during the course of the Skills Day. We also want to extend our sincere gratitude to the Student Union for coming up with such an occasion. The event was very nice, and we did all what we have to do, and thank God we came first. Now, when you look at this section as a whole, this is the automotive section of the GTTI Gambia Technical Training Institute. Now, we have a lot of programs that we run here. That basically, we have the certificate program that we run. Then we have also the diploma program also. We also have another program that is called the GSQ. That is for those students who don't meet the requirements of doing the certificate programs. We also have some of those students that are also here with us. So basically, this is our workshop. This is where we conduct our trainings, especially practicals. The lectures are done in the classrooms. Now, most of our challenges that we face here, that is the problems that we encounter, is lack of materials. When you look at technology these days, technology is growing fast. And if you look at the European countries or other African countries that are ahead of us, it's because they have the resources and they have the materials. Now, when it comes to resources and materials, first, we need capacity building. And how do we do that? first it has to start with the trainers, because you need to upgrade the trainers to a certain level so that they can also handle how they conduct their training. If you are to train someone on a certain thing, you need to be a specialist of that thing. So definitely, we also want to use you to advertise the product that the students made with the support of the coordinators here, so that we need capacity building in terms of training with the lecturers, students. We also need materials. When you look around here, we have most of like the previous speaker said, the machines that we deal with, most of the materials are old. So we need also to match with technology, so that when our students graduate from the institute, when they go to the industry, they will meet what is in line with the market. Because you cannot train someone on a specific field, and when the person goes to the industry, the person meets a different thing there. So we have to be in line with what we are doing. It's really, the management are trying a lot. They are doing everything possible to help us with what we want. But when you look at engineering, the materials are very, very expensive. So that is why we want you also to play your part in this and to help us so that we get most of the things we want. Now this is Gambia, this is what we have. So we cannot be sitting and folding our hands saying we must go to Europe in order to make it. So it has to start from scratch. And you've seen what the students have done. These are all young people. They are not even, their level is not
is
above
there anyone
diploma.
who is as old as me? I'm very old, I'm 30
No,
years.
no. These are just, I think, diploma students, just 25.
They can all be my son and my daughter.
Yes. So basically, this is what we have here.
We have a student who's around 38 years.
Yeah. No, normally we also receive students from the industry. You see students who are in the industry for like 10, 15 years, but because of their level of education, so you need to be promoted to a certain level, because you see the young ones coming up with good grades. So, and they have to take the position because the paper speak for itself.
Yeah.
So they also come around to upgrade themselves. That's why some of the time we have some elderly students who are older than us. But in this field of learning, it doesn't matter. The student and the total age doesn't matter, and size also doesn't matter. So we use what we have to train as much as we can. We also want to thank our boss. Unfortunately, he's not around. But
Mr. Mansari?
No, that is the head of the section.
Oh, okay.
And the Director General, Mr. Mansara, as he said,
yeah,
you will have an interview with him, and hopefully we will see GTTI to the next level. So come next year to the GTTI skill competition, you see a different thing, inshallah.
I will come, I will have a special invitation and I will be here.
Thank you so much.
Hopefully.
Yeah. Thank you. We also want to, I also want to use this opportunity to thank Mr. Mbai's wife for the understanding, because he is the Mr. Mbai.
Understanding?
Yeah, for the understanding, because Mr. Mbai's wife is very, she has the patience. Mr. Mbai will be here till 8 o'clock, 12 o'clock. Sometimes he will come.
And Mr. Mbai won't complain.
Mr. Mbai won't complain.
No,
He's a kind man.
No, it's our responsibility. We have to stand by them to make sure that they achieve whatever is possible. So yeah, we will do whatever possible to see them achieve whatever they.
And also to
want
the parents
achieve.
of the students, for their understanding also, because like when you have female students, they leave home like 6 o'clock in the morning, and they go home sometimes at 1 o'clock. So at times we need to call them to explain to them, yes, they are here.
This is what is happening.
But thank God, most of the parents came to the presentation, and they were really excited with what they saw.
With what the kids have been.
Yeah. So the time they spent in the school till late hours, it really explained itself during the day of the presentation.
Paul, you want to say something finally?
Of course, yeah. Well, to all the people out there, I think you would always hear people saying, GTTI students, GTTI blah blah, GTTI that. But today I am proudly telling you that we can do a lot of things. Ignore what people have to say outside. They always say, seeing is believing, and thank God today you've experienced it. You saw first-class information, what transpired. No one else would be there to tell you, hey, that and that. No, you are here. And also, my other point is, I would like to thank all the students. As a supervisor, together with my colleagues, I always tell them, because whenever you are supervising a project, today, a lot of students will say, Mr. Government is like this. That is when I am in class or when it is not time for business. I am extremely flexible. But when it is time to work, we will only see most of them when I am around.
Yeah, it will be tough.
Some of them would have to say, this, that, and that.
Yeah, because someone has to make a tough call.
That is your role. Because without it, there is no way you can push forward. There is no way. So there must be someone who is there to push. They will always say, sometimes like this. You don't expect to do much effort or do too much movement when the effort is limited. It will not pay. In fact, it makes no sense. So that is why someone has to be there to continuously push. And to be honest, when it is time for that, I'm always a total different guy. What I always see is to push, let the work be done. Because like they said, we are engineers. I don't criticize other people, but anytime an engineer fails to do one or two things, nothing will move, nothing will work. So that is why you continuously have to keep things moving. And when things are moving, it is always very tough. Someone can just look at you and alter a word.
Yeah.
But in the end, you always sit and say, what?
Yeah.
And that is the most important thing. To all the students who are out here,
This is all the students who are being involved? Or
some of them equally
There are a few of them who participated, but then these are the main students who were actively
actively involved
till the end.
We picked because the number is really large. So we have
the number is how much?
Like
The
almost
general students.
250 to 200, 300 students for this section alone. That includes certificate 1, certificate 2, diploma 1, diploma 2, GSQ 2, and GSQ 3.
Yes, their classes are in 30s, 40s, 20s, 10, 15, and so on. But then, we are up to that number, around 300.
Special thanks to the boys for the hard work they did.
So coming back to what I was saying, to my crew, my team, let me use the opportunity to say thank you. I can be very wild when it is time to push things. But then the most important thing is let there be a result.
And that's what we have seen today.
You will always have what? A legacy.
Yeah.
That is the most important thing.
Absolutely. So I will thank all of you.
One more thing before we close.
Mario Mendy. Mario Mendy.
The president wants to say something very important.
Who? Landemba. Lamin Demba. And More Lamin H. Cisse.
Now, can I
You are my imam.
He contribute mainly in the painting thing. He was the mastermind behind the painting.
Who does the painting?
He did most of the painting. It was a teamwork. But
why did you choose that color? It's white, right? White or
we choose it as a team.
That is
white and black. Grey, no, the blue as our uniform shirt, trouser, and the white as our uniform.
The color of the vehicle symbolizes the uniform. Because the uniform is blue and white. Navy blue and a white
The
shirt.
GTTI engineering.
So he did the coloring, mostly.
We did it together.
But he played a bigger part. You are Lamin Cisse, and then that's Paul. Paul Gomez. And he's a lecturer, and you are Lamin Dabo. Of course, you're the one I'm being in touch on the phone.
Since yesterday.
Yes.
And he is the president of the club.
Yeah, that's the one who brings a lot of food. You are Aminata K. Jame.
And
Biran Bai, yes. And then there is no another Jamia, is there? You are Henry Sanya. Okay. And then Abdullah Baji. You're the brilliant one. And then Monica Hakan. Kanfong. That's a brilliant name. You are Antoine, you the one who Baba. I know.
And
you're the one who produces the name of the car. Okay.
And one more thing
I like Monica.
Before we close. To all those out there who really want to help the Automotive Association, because what we have here is an association. We live together here as a family. We have an association that binds us together, and the association needs fund. This is not the end of this project, but this is the beginning of another project. All right. So we will request, anybody who is
It's
willing.
the beginning of a bigger project you want to
project,
do.
yes.
You want to focus this energy
This
on
is just
something
a
bigger
highlight,
than this.
yes. It's just a highlight, of what we are about to produce. So
Yes.
we require, we need support from anybody who can support. All the organizations, all the individuals, and anybody from anywhere, we need support. And we are students, we have students here, and we have lecturers who are also talented, the same as the students, they're also talented. So putting all our, ideas together, we can move the Gambia forward. Just as you told me that you went to Sali Kenya and you saw some of my
ingenuity.
Yeah, so this is
He was chasing birds. They've built
this is it.
some stuff out of nothing. And it
Exactly.
was actually chasing birds out of the rice fields. No one has to stay there until late night.
Exactly. So that is it. And it's actually not chasing birds alone. It's chasing birds,
Monkeys,
chasing hippos,
yeah.
monkeys, bush pigs, and
Yeah.
even lizards.
And
So,
there was this
yes.
sound it was making.
It makes different
It's as
sounds.
if a dog was barking.
Exactly.
I mean,
Exactly. And the
that was
team that
exciting.
produced that is called Iron Strength Engineering. Okay, it's also another organization that also needs help from every individual that is willing to support, just as we need help here. So. And
they can
yes,
reach out to
and
the
yes,
automotive
yes, they can reach out
section
to,
of the
automotive
GTTI.
section, yes. So we automotive engineers, but we are also mechanical engineers. We can solve any problem encountered by the Gambia. We've been in agricultural problem, an energy problem, and so on. There are a lot of student projects here which, if funded to a higher level, can do a lot for the country. So we are appealing to anyone who
irrigation,
is,
energy,
irrigation, and so on. Agriculture in general.
I've been
food
told
self-sufficiency and so on.
there were a bunch of those who also built an irrigation.
Exactly. So we just seeking for support from anyone who is willing to support. Yeah, I think.
Thank you.
Okay, in this
Do you want to
automotive
see?
section,
Yeah.
in this automotive section, it's
Yeah.
like we are all united.
Yeah.
We are one family.
Yeah.
We believe in action.
Yeah.
Action speaks louder than
So how much support do you think you would?
Yeah.
You were going to say something.
I was going to say something because most of us, as we all know, we have diploma students and certificate students within us.
Yeah.
But learning has no end point.
Yeah.
We would wish to further our course to the higher level. When we come back, we can even produce better. Because what we believe in is to use our hands. During the presentation, my brother Monica here said, we did all this with our little hands. Some of us, especially with the females, the society discourages us from doing male-dominated courses. We find it really challenging. But thank God, we are so much molded or advised by our coordinators over here, especially Madam. During my certificate level, I was told to back off from this course. I spoke to her and
Because
she gave
he's
me
a
an
female
advice.
lecturer.
Yes, she gave me an advice that I just stick to, and I am here doing my diploma. So we would wish to still further our education. And scholarships are invited, because some of us are here, we are still not completed our fees in GTTI. But still, we are doing what we can to be able to do something. Because we are full of energy, and we have all the support that we need from this section. We have all the support that we need. But what we really lack is the materials, as mentioned by our lecturers, and the support. Funding is very much necessary. As we said, we had a sponsor of 40,400, but we spent way more than that. And we had to go begging for some of the materials in order to complete our project. So if we have to put in the cost of everything that went into this project, is way more than what we could imagine. So which is why we would like to, at least some of the students in the campus here call us the Beggars Association. But because our association is still
Which
a
is
young
normal
one,
if
we
you
don't
want to
have-
build something.
Yes, we don't have the funding, and what we contribute is way less. And why we are moving as an association is because of the unity that combines us. Sure. When we say begging, we all move and go and beg. So we don't care what name is given.
Yeah.
But what the thing brings up, or what is being produced, is what we care about. The experience gives us joy. So let them help us out to further our education, to come back and build the Gambia like it should be, because technology is really lacking, and we want to improve more.
Excellent. So you're going to take me a ride to the back?
Again? Okay, no problem.
Well, if you're going to do that, that would be excellent.
Out there who is willing to support the Automotive Association, they can link you or they can link us here.
Yeah.
Then we will take Gambia to the next level. Gambia, check it out.
So
I want to bring Gambia second because Gambia's first car is over there.
Yes.
Gambia second.
The second vehicle.
It can be any other project, but more could be done than what you just saw. Everybody is thrilled by this when they saw it on Facebook, on Twitter.
Yeah.
But more can be done when we have the funding.
We are very sure that we can do far better than that.
Far better.
If you have all that we need.
Students are waiting, and electrical are waiting for
Excellent. So, well, that's all we have for you. You've heard it from the students of the automotive section of the GTTI, right? I think I pronounced it right.
Yeah.
I may be dumb, but I know how to pronounce English words. So yeah, and thank you very much for joining us in this broadcast. We'll bring you another session, of course, not today, but with perhaps another section of an engineering department within the GTTI, perhaps something on irrigation or something on another interesting issue. But here from GTTI and from me, Mustafa Kedabo, have a good day.
Abroad and want to build your dream home in the Gambia without risking your funds and family ties? Do you want a household name that is trustworthy and efficient? A name that will continue to give you updates on the project from the beginning to the very end with videos and pictures? If your answer is yes, then worry no more. Boss Construction and Asset Management is here for you. If you live outside the Gambia and want to build your dream home, then this is ideal for you. Just reach out to Boss Construction and let's start building the dream home into a reality. With Boss Construction, the difference is clear. We give you value for money. Some of our services includes the following: construction management, building equipment rentals, rent management, purchase and leasing, asset management, and many more. For more information, please contact 282-4945. Better still, send us an email, bossgambia@gmail.com, or you can also visit our website on www.bossgambia.com. Boss Construction, a name you can trust. Boss Construction and Asset Management, keeping families together.
no lañ def ñoo ñëw ak yéen rek Skincare Plus nara jàkkaarloo ak yéen waxtaan ak yéen tuuti rek si suñu tube suñu baax emuñ rek ci ay diw waaye comme ni ngeen ko xamee rek dañoo yëngu ci ay tube te yënguwuñ nag si just any tube suñ tube bu nekk 5-star Jesna la 5-star Jesna mooy Jesna bi gën a pire moom la ñoo tube palmaan bi gën a fort moom la ñoo liggéeyee ñun rek si tube dara du doy day des not only dañoo tube but bu la neexee ñu tuubal la ba pare nag ñawal la we're not all about skin. We are skin, care, and the plus does come in so many different ways.